See, it's not about creating a thriller.
Correct.
Creating a story which creates a thrill.
I'm not doing a film because it's being led by me. I'm not important. The character is important.
Yeah.
I'm just an actor doing my job. Hi guys, I'm Yami Gautam Dhar,
Hello, I am Aniriddha Chowdhury,
and you're watching us on
on
PeepingMoon.com.
PeepingMoon.com.
Hello everyone, welcome to PeepingMoon.com. I am Rashita, Sahni, and today joining me for a super interesting conversation is Aniriddha sir and Yami Gautam, who are all set to bring to us Lost. Hi you guys, how have you been?
Thank you so much, Rashita,
Yeah.
for this introduction. And I have promised, Rashita, all the viewers who are watching this, do not lose your interest on 13th minute. We have to keep this going.
Yes.
The content is going to be amazing throughout the interview. So please do not leave.
Yes, I have full faith. She has more faith in this interview than I have, than she has in Lost, I think. But I have full faith in
I
Lost.
have a lot of faith in Lost, guys. This is just an interview.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But,
Great.
talking about the film, Yami, I have to say, your choices, I think when we last spoke for a Thursday, I told you the same thing that with this film and now this, and it's just coming back to back, it's become very versatile and people are honestly looking forward to watching you and the content that you bring along with yourself. How does that make you feel and how did Lost actually happen for you? Because it looks like you are the perfect fit in it.
Thank you. If it makes you feel like that, that's
Yes.
because of this person.
Only through the trailer. So that's like a big
Thank
thing.
you. That's
yeah.
because of Dada sitting right to me.
Yeah.
That's because of him. I think it's what we do as an actor. We get anyway a lot of credit for what we do, but the real magicians are behind the camera. And who the way everything you're actually watching, you might be watching the actor, and now the audience they understand all these things. They understand filmmaking, they understand cinematography, editing. They all comment on these things now aspects, which is so valid.
Yeah.
Because these are the people who make a film or who make a scene come alive. So I would give a lot of, I think, all the credit to Dada for that. If you feel I was the perfect fit as Vidhi Sahni. As per my filmography, I think I've always tried to do that in my career. It may or may have not been successful or may have not come across at some point or in some films, and that's okay, that's
Yeah.
all right. But I think in the heart of the hearts, I think the audience always realized it. That's why for the longest time I've read words like underrated for myself and
Yes.
these things. So which
Yes.
is a compliment in a certain way. And so while they're complimenting for choices of late with Lost, with Thursday, Bala, Uri or Dasmi, but somewhere I think they do have some other films also in mind, or maybe they could see the intention
Correct.
in whatever effort I was trying to make in some other films also, I think. So this is just a culmination
Yeah.
of that. And now that I have this opportunity, it's my responsibility now to keep that faith alive, because ये बहुत मेहनत और बहुत experience और बहुत time के बाद हर एक को वक्त लगता है अपने आप को. I'll still say I'm still proving myself. It's still a journey. There's never a dot in front of that journey until I decide कि okay, now I want to leave. Till the time I'm here, it's always a dot, and it's always on. So I just hope it goes on with even better roles, with different roles, with really good filmmakers like Tony Da. So और कुछ नहीं चाहिए.
Fantastic. But, as I mentioned, sir, that when I watched the trailer, I thought that I couldn't imagine any other actor, because as a journalist, you have this bad habit of seeing that, okay, who else could fit the part? But when I was watching it, I honestly no other name came to my mind. Was that the scene when you were sort of writing the story or making it, or before Yami was finalized, was she like your first choice?
The role was a little bit different. The age was a little bit
Okay.
different. But when I started shooting, I told her one thing: the best Vidhi can happen in my life.
Wow.
This is Vidhi. Nobody can substitute Vidhi other than you.
Yeah.
Ask her. I told her long time back while shooting, after shooting, and always and throughout my life,
Yeah.
I'll say this is the only vidhi can happen,
Yeah.
and this happened. See, certain things in life you can't make it happen. It happens. Like cinema can't be taught; it has to be
Correct.
learned. A film has to happen. हो जाता है. So we start a film, then it takes its own course. It's a very organic process. So I'm the
Fantastic.
happiest.
So nice. But also making thrillers. Now, I have heard a lot of people say this, that making a thriller honestly is not the easiest, because to keep the audience at the edge of their seats for like 2.5 hours is a big challenge. You managed to do that with Pink. When I watched it, I was like, wow. And I honestly sense that same thing coming from this one in terms of the making of the film, how it's been made. An intriguing watch. Do you take this as a challenge to yourself as a filmmaker?
No. I don't take any kind of challenges. I don't take any kind of pressure or I don't have any kind of baggage. I want to tell a story.
Okay.
That's what I am explaining everybody. I want to be absolutely truthful while telling a story, and I take shots or I create the mise en scène accordingly.
Okay.
Then वो हो जाता है. अगर intention right है ना, and see, it's not about creating a thriller.
Correct.
Creating a story which creates a thrill. It's not about I'll keep my audience hooked. I'll tell my story rightfully, and audience will get hooked. See, I can't do anything. I'm not God. But the story and the making, I have to do in such a way, or in the rightfully. The acting has to be right, has to be correct as far as we want it. And we discuss. We do our pre-production. We do our workshops. We do our talking, chatting. Not only with the script, also without the script. We talk about life. We know each other, and if we are more or less correct, and one thing I am continuously telling you, we have to be truthful.
Yeah.
We can't manipulate always. Most of the time we negotiate and manipulate.
True.
Art is not a thing which has to be manipulated. When you paint something, you can manipulate and paint. You can manipulate and play Darbari Kannada.
Yeah.
You have to play it with your utmost love and care and connect. You connect to people or connect to that raga and play that. It's something like that. We did that. And if it holds nothing like that. So we are also getting a lot of good response with the thriller. And they are saying, and it's not only a thriller, it's a very emotional relationship film.
Yeah.
That's what Pankaj told us. It sounded like a thriller. Now it's becoming a very relationship film. And this film is all about relationship also.
Amazing. But Yami, when words like women-led and female-centric get attached to a movie which has an actress on the poster, there are two ways to look at it. One feels sad that why are they calling it this, and male actors do not get that. And one is to be very happy and proud that finally actors are actually getting good content-led movies. And yeah, they are led by actresses, actors, whoever, but we are getting good content from it. How do you see these notions as, and also the shift in cinema?
I think, one of your colleagues was having this discussion today, and they're very marketing orchestrated words, to describe something which is just convenient.
Okay.
Maybe. And while I understand the reason, because for the longest time, ये volume नहीं था of these films which were being led by female actors. So maybe to define this volume is why they are called women-centric or women-led films. बहुत जल्दी ये I think ये चला जाएगा. और media has a huge role to play in this, because if you stop writing, people will stop reading it. It'll go out of their side, because it's important it goes away, and it's important that we, even as an actor, it's my responsibility to do a film as much as possible. That I'm not doing a film because it's being led by me. I'm not important. The character is important.
Yeah.
I'm just an actor doing my job, and if this character requires a male actor or a male character, then a male actor will be signed.
Correct.
It's as simple as that. But it has to be good. It has to be worth the audience's time and money. There can't be any kind of, there won't be any compensation ki अरे it's उसमें कुछ भी कोई कमी नहीं होनी चाहिए. A film is a film.
Yeah.
That message has to, I think, come across. And first, we have to tell this to ourselves.
Correct.
Just because it's a female-centric film should not be asked for support or should not be asked or just encouraged.
Yeah.
It should be encouraged that yes, that's great. Now we have women cricket team.
Yeah.
Right. Likewise, in so many other sports, they will take time. एकदम से people will be like, अरे आप नाम बताओ 5 cricketers के. Don't. It'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll all happen with time.
At least it started.
It started and it's doing really
Good,
well.
yeah.
So that needs to be encouraged. So similarly, even in films, we need better stories. जैसे जब बाला I think release हुई थी, a lot of people said this is one of your best roles. It's completely changed. You should do more comedy. We didn't know you could do comedy. But ऐसे roles आएंगे तब actors करेंगे.
Of course.
You know, I would love to perform. But आने तो चाहिए पहले अच्छे roles. तो जितना I think the pressure, if that's a wrong word, but the responsibility is on writers and directors right now. And the producers to back them.
Correct.
And to get good actors, correct, like you talk about casting, to get the correct casting done. It's not about just the name. That's not enough. It's about who do you feel is correct for the part, or who do you want. Sometimes there's anti-casting. Apparently, I was an anti-cast in Bala.
Yeah.
Because I don't come across that person. You won't think of my name when you think of that character at all. If I just tell you, there were so many...
Before that,
there were so many people, I'm sure, who went to Amar and said, because they told me that we went to Amar and said, Amar, yaar, baaki sab theek hai, Yami ko cast kyun kar liya, yaar, wo to itni serious si hai, yaar. Amar, of course, it's so nice of him to stick to his gun.
Yeah.
But wo mera kaam hai. How I am in real life, that's me, and what I do on set, that's my work. Can I call it my talent?
Yes, of course, you're an actor.
So these conversations will shift.
Yes.
The more we talk about it, the more we encourage good filmmaking, better films, better roles, good performances. And again, सिर्फ एक social message होना काफी नहीं है. A film's idea was never to just give social message.
Exactly.
अगर किसी में हो तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. But then first it's a film. It has to engage you. It has to entertain you, engage you. जो भी एक term है वो है.
Story होना चाहिए.
एक story होना चाहिए. It should hold you.
Yeah.
उसमें फिर जो है वो ठीक है. But just because it has a very strong social message, and this is a concept which has not happened, because right now this is what I'm reading.
Yeah.
And that's not enough because it's not a good script. So we can't cheat the audience. We can't say please watch it because it's something which, I can be a part of a film which is a great script and it's a little experimental. Let's see how people feel. Like Vicky Donor was also one such film.
Yeah.
So because it was a really good script.
Correct.
We didn't know it's going to become what it became.
Yes.
But the script was in place. So that is what I'm trying to, that's at least the conversation I like to have with my colleagues or with the people around me. Because this has to come from the industry. This has to come from the fraternity.
I'm sure. Well said, actually. I completely believe in what you right now said. I relate to it. But lastly, talking about this, debate that was going on maybe during the lockdown about OTT versus cinema. I think they're beautifully coexisting right now and we would not want to have it any other way. But as a filmmaker, I think it also goes to a much wider audience when you come to a platform like Z5 or any other platform for that matter. How do you see the release as on the web?
So end of the day, it's reaching a lot of audience. What we want as an artist, people should watch it.
Correct.
That's the bottom line. And there it's reaching 200 places or 150 odd countries or 190 odd countries. It's huge. Lot of people watch. If the film is good, it will travel.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
Yami, what about you?
I think the main and the most prominent difference is first, love will always remain theatres. It will always be cinema, truth be told. और सबसे ज़्यादा difference ही इसमें है that films are always meant to watched like an experience.
Yes.
No pause, no breaks, no somebody interrupting. You know,
The excitement of the interval,
Yeah,
going and grabbing the popcorn and all
yeah,
of that.
You
Yeah.
know, that'll always be first love. I don't think that can ever change. Having said that, yes, there are you improvise with time. There's a pre-pandemic era, there's a post-pandemic era. To our rescue, to the industry's rescue, literally, and the bread and butter of so many people came these platforms. So we have, as Dada said, and my father said this. He said, honestly, with all due respect to all the platforms, they're all same for me. If I want to watch a film, I'll watch that film somehow. And if I don't want to watch something, whether it's in theaters or it's on XYZ platform, I'll not watch it. So it really comes down to how good you are to stand out, and you have to be so brilliant that you stand out, and people still, even if they're watching on OTT on your iPads and your phones, they stay glued, they stay invested in your film. Like, I've never named ever any actor, and I will not, but a very senior actor called me after watching a Thursday and said that I don't have, of course, our patience have been tested and become more impatient. We keep forwarding. He said, it's the only film in the longest time that I just watched it in one go. I don't expect anyone to tweet or anything. I believe a message passed on personally is, I really value it. So I never name it. But the message, what that person said was something meant a lot to me. And so yahi hai bas, you improvise with time. I think you can talk. It's easier to talk more when it's your own money. I think it's the producer's prerogative at the end of the day. हमारा बस काम है कि हम ऐसी फिल्में बनाएं जो थिएटर में भी चल सके और यहाँ भी चल सके. They should have so much potential. Where it lands up, it's the producer's choice. Sometimes they feel, oh, let's do theatrical. Sometimes they feel, we've already getting so much money already on OTT for it because it's so well made. So we don't want to run that risk. Okay, no problem, because it has been a very risky proposition right now, releasing films in theaters. Although time and again, I think off late, the audience is telling us that please give us good films, give us different films, give us different visuals, something different, and we'll watch. It doesn't matter whether आप कितना promote करो, पता होना चाहिए कि film आ रही है, यही trailer अच्छा होना चाहिए, hopefully picture तो बहुत ही अच्छी होनी चाहिए, and we'll watch it.
That's very true, actually, and I hope you get many more phone calls after Lost and many more tweets, I'm sure. I don't know why I have this sort of, faith when you look at a trailer that's well cut, you feel that the film's going to be, of course, much better. So looking forward to watching Lost, and thank you so much for joining in for this conversation. All the very best.
Thanks
thank you so much.
Thank you.